Hello, everyone. Thanks for listening to Wake Up, Look Up, a podcast where we connect events happening in real time to the gospel of Jesus Christ. I'm Zach Wyrock, and in today's episode, we're talking about societal ADHD, and we're asking the question, can going for a walk help? Now, before I get into this, let me distinguish. I'm using ADHD almost more like a slang to reference our inability to stay focused. I'm not taking a shot at people who are actually diagnosed with ADHD. That's a real thing. But societal ADHD, the inability to focus and to have attention on one thing, is a problem we're creating. It's a problem we can get out of, at least according to the New York Times recently, which revealed a study out of the University of Michigan. I feel sick even saying that says that nature improves focus by 20%. You can go up 1/5 in your attention span simply by getting outside. Walking outside, being around nature has been shown to boost attention, boost your memory, far more, by the way, than even walking in an urban environment. And here's the thing, this is what's fascinating about the study. It showed that wasn't even changed based on the weather. So as you think about Northeast Ohio right now, it's a great time to go for a walk. It might not be in 6 or 7 weeks, but according to the University of Michigan, even going out to walk when the weather is bad still helps improve your attention and your memory. There's just something about being outside. In fact, they're calling it attention restoration theory. There's something about nature that stimulates and brings us back to where we need to be with attention and memory. And the reason why I want to focus on that is because who doesn't need attention restoration therapy? We are more distracted than we've ever been. We can't focus the way we used to be able to focus. It's changing our culture, and the way back just might be a walk. So I want to give full support to getting out in nature, and I want to support that from the Bible. So let me attempt that argument. Let's start with this. The Bible tells us that God is constantly looking to restore us. In Psalm 22, the psalmist says, God restores my soul. There's this understanding that in every culture, whether it was in ancient Hebrew culture or today, there's a kind of withering that takes place. You start your day at a certain level, and the events of that day deplete you and diminish you so that you actually need restoration. And God wants to be the one who does it. And of course, the question isn't whether God wants to do it or whether you need it. It's where that should happen. And so you might find it interesting to note that Jesus himself seemed to look for that in nature. You can imagine Jesus's days were pretty depleting. I just read a passage the other day in Matthew 14 where Jesus goes on a boat to get away from the crowds and sails to the other side of a lake. And when he gets there, there's just another crowd waiting on him. I can't imagine how depleted and diminished he felt at the end of the day, which is why so often in passages like Luke 5:16, we find him getting away in nature to rest and recharge. In fact, even the night he's arrested, which he knows it's coming, he goes into a garden to pray. Jesus was looking for restoration. He also believed that nature could teach us. Think about Matthew 6 when he tells us that the cure for anxiety is considering the lilies of the field or the birds of the air. Jesus understood that not only was nature restorative, not only was it an atmosphere in which God could restore us, but also it had some lessons to teach us. And the reason why all this is important is because Christian growth is fundamentally about our minds. Romans 12 says that we need to be transformed by the renewing of our mind. A distracted mind, a mind that can't focus, a mind that has no attention span, is a mind that's going to have a tough time transforming. Listen, do you feel that? Do you feel how distracted you've become? Do you feel how easily your mind wanders? How tempting it is to fill every moment, to fill every space with a podcast or a song or a television show or a conversation? What if the spiritual growth you're craving, what if the relationship with God you're hungry for is just a walk away? No AirPods, no distraction, just a walk in which you have space to think, space to pray, space to be ministered to, space to restore. It's almost as though God is standing at your front door saying, I don't want you to be withered. I want to renew you. I want to restore you. I want to transform you. Will you go on a walk with me? And what science and the Bible are telling us is that if you will answer yes to that, rain or shine, snow or warm, if you will answer yes to that, there is a new life waiting for you. You don't have to be distracted. You don't have to lose your ability to focus. You just need to get outside. Go for a walk. Try it tomorrow with God and let Him restore your soul. Hey, thanks for watching this episode of Wake Up, Look Up. If you enjoyed it, please help us get the word out by sharing it with someone you think might benefit from it. And while you're here, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get further content, or even download the CCC app, where you'll find even more resources to help you grow in your faith and relationship with Jesus Christ.